Hey class, here is the review for Unit 4, Functions. There's 3 topics in here. The first topic is domain and range, and then we're going to look at functions, and then we'll look at zeros of a function. Okay, so this is how I sectioned off this review. The first one, domain and range. So make sure for these type of questions, you're reading the question and seeing what it's asking you to find. Remember that the domain is your x-axis, so you're going to look at the domain only on the x-axis. Okay, so start on the left side and then move to the right. I'll show you how to do that. And then the range, you're looking only on the y-axis. You start from the bottom and then you move up. You're just measuring the graph using the axis. All right, the first one, it says find the range. So when I'm asked to find the range, you always start from the bottom. So I'm going on the bottom. There's nothing here, nothing here. It looks like my graph on the y-axis is starting at -1. So starting from -1. And then it's going all the way up to +4. Okay, so my graph exists between -1 and +4 on the y-axis. So that is the range. So -1 to +4 on the y. So there you go. This answer says x. That's not it. So that's that. The second question says find the domain. All right, well, the domain of the function, you start on the left side and then move right. On the left side, it looks like it's not really starting at -5. It's actually starting at -infinity. And then it's going off. It's not really stopping at +5. It's actually going off to +infinity. So whenever you see something like this, then we say all real numbers. Okay, so again, for all real numbers on the domain, you'll see the arrow on the left side and the right side, meaning from -infinity to +infinity. Okay, if it asks for the range, then that's a different thing. You will see an arrow in the bottom and the top of the graph if it's all real numbers. All right, for number 3, find the domain of the relation. Now, I am going to start on the x-axis. Looks like there's at -3, and then at +4 is the last one. But I don't have a graph that's like, moving between -3 and 4. I have just points. So when I'm looking for domain, I know that's my x, and it's only at -3, -2, 1, even though there's 2 1s, the domain is still just 1, and 4, and that's that. That's it. And then the last one, write the range of the function f of x equals negative, or all of this, using set notation. Well, I don't have a graph, but I have a graphing calculator, so let me bring up the graphing calculator. Alright, so I have Desmos, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and type the function in Desmos, just the way I have it. F of x equals negative x plus 4 squared minus 3. Alright, so now that I have the graph here, you can see that if I'm asked to find the range, it's not all real numbers because it doesn't go all the way to the top and then it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. It does go all the way to the bottom, but it looks like it's going from the y-coordinate is at -3. See? Let me show you. So like if you zoom in a little bit, you can see that the y is starting at -3 right there, and then it's going down. Okay, so -3 and down. So the way you would write that here is y is less than or equal to -3. y is less than or equal to -3, and that is the range. Okay. Let's see if there's any other. Yes, those are the type of questions that I have for domain and range. Yeah, thank you. I'll start the next video for the next topic.